Okay, now I got all of you entering your scores. Now that was a self-realization exercise for you to know where you stand in your exams, okay, especially science. Okay, you have to take care of your English, math, and Chinese, and your second language, mother tongue would be Tamil, Hindi, or Malay, or any other language that you may be taking. But my concern is science, so that I let my other colleague teachers take care of your English and math also. How many marks did you get for your mid-year exam? You have to know what is your target for PSLE and are you there yet? Okay. Most of the time, whatever marks you get in your mid-year is the indicator of what you'll get in your prelims and in your PSLE. Okay. For those of you who are in primary 5, I'm also saying the same thing. Okay. If you didn't have mid-year exam, it's fine, but you will have a final year exam and you will have a mid-year exam next year. Whatever score you're getting, don't ever assume that, oh, I got 40 now, surely next time I'll get 65. Never. If you got 40 now, the next time you'll get 45, the next time you'll get 42, the next time you'll get 45, next time you'll get 39, next time you'll get 40. What does that mean? It means you will hover around the same scores because you are not pushing yourself to the next score level or the next AL level, because your knowledge is always fixed there because you are only able to do questions of that difficulty. That's why in 88 tuition, right, we have questions of difficulty levels. So students who can handle more difficult questions means they are able to think a little bit higher level, one level higher, to be able to analyze questions and answer, especially if there are trick questions. Okay, so it's not our job here as a teacher to give you simple, straightforward questions. And in that way, everybody will get 100 upon 100, right? Nobody is going to ask in an MCQ question, what are the 3 things living things need to survive? And then you just say food, air, and water. And then that's so straightforward. Everybody knows. So everybody get 1 mark. So 1 upon 1. Okay, so that's not the objective of an exam. An objective on an exam is to test how many of you can handle a little bit higher order questions. Therefore, I can put you as a better science student than the other person. Okay, then the other person is called the average science student. And so your scores will reflect your ability. So therefore, you have to check your score right now, your ability right now, and whether you're willing to push yourself to a higher ability if you need to. Okay, by what? By what? By practicing. Okay, or by attending classes, or by having your 88 tuition website on and learning from there as often as possible, or using your assessment books as often as possible, or if you need extra help, if you're really, really, really poor and you can't seem to push your grade up, especially if your score is below 60, then you might need a one-to-one tuition for a while. At least you might want to suggest to your parents. But it is possible by just using 88 tuition to elevate if you use it frequently enough, meaning at least twice a week. You go in to the lessons and do the questions and also attend the lessons that we have there. Okay, so please put down a plan on what you wish to do in order to get your grades. Nobody wants to come out of a score getting 50 upon 100. Okay, the happiness level is just not there if you compared to if you get 75 or 80. Okay, nobody can get 100 upon 100, so very rare, right? But you want to get something that shows that you are good. You are good actually, but then you are not showing it in the exams, in the paper, because of your lack of understanding of some questions or even concepts. So you need to be able to practice them. Okay, that's why we are here. Okay, so we are here. So let's use this 1 hour to show everybody that you can handle these questions. Okay, so when I post a poll for you to enter your answers, make sure you take it seriously and put the correct answer that you think will get you that mark. It's not even 1 mark, it's 2 marks in the science exam. Okay, it's very, very, very valuable 2 marks for every question. So are you ready? So if you're ready, okay, let's start with number 1. Okay, I've been flashing this question for quite some time now. You should have managed to find out what the answer is by those of you who are looking at it seriously. The rest who are just thinking, let's chat a bit. Yes, I've given 5 minutes chatting time with chatted. So let's go a little bit more serious right now. Of course, we can chat at the end of the lesson as well. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Make sure your brain is working towards the answer. Okay, don't give wrong answer. If you think there's a wrong answer, then you are willing to change. That's good as well. Nobody is asking you to pass up the paper now. Okay, you got a whole 45 minutes to 1 hour to do the MCQ. You have to do all the questions. You can change your mind. So you can always put a star or an asterisk and come back to it and then change your mind if you're not sure about the question. So study the chart and which of the following have been wrongly classified. So which one do we choose? Just give me a minute. Let me pick up the pen. Okay. So let's see the answers that all of you put first. Looks like it's good. Are you able to see? Okay, Trevor, can you explain why the answer is D?
Because brass button is non-magnetic and safety pin is magnetic.
Good. So brass. First, you have to identify whether the materials are magnetic or not. Okay, so in the left-hand side, you see brass. So that's in the wrong section. Okay, so you have identified brass. Then safety pin on the right, is it magnetic or not? Usually, if you have a safety pin, you manage to attract it with a magnet. Why? What material do you think safety pin is made of? It has to be one of the four that you know. What are the four magnetic materials? Anyone want to raise your hand and tell me? I can see Emma, Kaishin. Just let me get my mouse up to that. Okay, let's go for Kaishin.
Metal.
Yes, it's metal, but what makes you think brass is also metal? There are many metals, but not all metals are magnetic.
The steel one.
Ones.
The steel one.
Yes, very good. Steel. Okay, there are only steel, iron, nickel, and cobalt. So if any of these materials are used for safety pin, it should be magnetic. So safety pin is usually made of steel, I believe. Okay, it's not iron. Iron is more expensive. So we use the strongest metal that is magnetic, which is steel. Okay, strong as well, which is the material that we choose for our knives as well. Many of our knives are also steel knives. Okay, and many of our cooking pots and pans also steel if they're using metals. All right. Okay, let's look at question 2. You can see that there's a huge explanation over here, which I will upload in my answers document at the end of the lesson. You can take your time and read. Okay. Now let's do question 2. Have a read and please, the first question was very well done. Like 80% or 90% of the class actually got the answer correct. Okay, take your time, no hurry. As long as if the poll is there, don't hurry. Just still wait for the answer to come into your mind. Analyze the question, which is the one that is correct. Okay, don't jump into the answer. Those of you who have put A, B, please relook into your answer. I mean, sorry, B, C. B and C is the wrong answer. So can you relook into your answer? B and C is the wrong answer. And some of you are telling me B and C. So please redo. Those of you who thought B and C is answer, please redo. Okay, is there something wrong with this question? I want to ask. Is there something missing? Okay, let me ask the class. Anybody wants to share that something is missing?
Shouldn't it be A, teacher?
Pick the strongest magnet. The two strongest magnet.
You know the explanation.
Because B and D is the strongest magnets.
Yeah.
But they say part of the magnet, right? They didn't say magnet one. They say
For magnet, so there's only one type of magnet, okay?
they are testing only on one magnet.
Yes. And then they are saying that there are 4 different parts to the magnet, okay? And usually which part of the magnet is the strongest, is the pole, the right at the end, okay? The 2 ends of the pole. So if you have most number of paper clips attached to part B and part D, then part B and part D are the poles of the magnet. So answer is D, okay? Later I will draw for you this question because right now my pen is not working. So I'm actually going to restart my PowerPoint. So just give me 1 minute. I'm going to shut down the sharing and restart. So guys, take a 1 minute breather. Let me just restart and see if it works. Okay, just hang on guys. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. No, that was just some people playing with their own pen. So I have to remove that. So I've done it. Okay. So guys, just wait.